Hi, I'd like to give you an update on Unreal Vault Organizer, just a new overview of all the features and the new setup since I've changed how authentication is done with Unreal. So first of all, Unreal Vault Organizer basically downloads just the metadata, just the title and information from your Unreal Vault library of all your assets. So all these assets here, it doesn't actually download the assets, just the name and information so that then you can organize this stuff. And since we don't have the ability to really organize, we have categories, but we don't have tags or any way to really easily organize this information. So that's what Unreal Vault Organizer is here to do. So basically, we download all that information for all your assets, and now we have the ability to organize it by tags and sort and ascending or descending and other filter options. So let me go through those. So first of all, so if you look, let's say I have a tag called favorites. I will select that and then choose filter tags by operator button. Okay, and that'll give me all the ones that have the favorites tag. I have this and an or here. So basically you can select multiple tags and you can select them as either and or. So if I want favorite only tags, only assets that have favorites and flight, then I can use the and operator and then click filter. And it'll give me just the ones with favorites and flights. If I wanted anything that contains favorites or flights, then I can use the or and click filter. And you can check as many combinations of these as you want. So let's uncheck them and just back to and just filter, and that'll reset everything. Another way to reset it is just to view and reload, and that'll refresh the page and uncheck everything you have. So tags can easily be added. Add a new tag, just test. You can add multiples using a comma, so test one and test two, and enter. Your tags will then be added to your list here. And then you can go to tags for any assets and add your new tags. Here are the tags. So if we wanted to, add when tag, we could. Add our new test tags, we could add those as well. Oop, and there you go. Um, I just, I think I clicked off of it. Sorry. Anyway, so there we go. So you can see how it worked, how it's working. You can delete the tags. So delete them. Um, ah, that's what I clicked the sort button. So let's delete those on that. And you can delete them from here as well. Test. You can change the color of tags if you want. If you double click on a tag, um, you can change the color to whatever you want and save it. So then now we have animation. So let's filter by animation. And you see that the tag color has changed. You can change it back. Well, okay, I'll do that later. Um, anyway, but you get the idea. So uncheck that and filter, and now I have my list again. You get a record count of the total number of assets you have, and you can also filter again by ascending or descending, just or sort by ascending or descending. And they also each header has the ability to sort as well as a filter for the header for the grid. You can combine filters. So, for example, let's say I just want anything that contains the word grass. I type in grass, and now I have all these contain grass. But let's say I want that filter in addition to animation. Let's do that. And I'll get nothing because I don't have anything that has animation and grass. Um, so you can see how you can combine it. Just make sure that when you are filtering stuff, that if you don't clear this filter, it's going to restrict it. So if you think you're not getting results, make sure you clear the filter, or again, just go ahead and choose reload, and that'll clear the filter, and you'll get your your list back. Okay, so we've gone over the tags. You can do multiple tags again. Just check them. Again, you can use and or. You can combine it with the filters on each column if you want, or not use them at all. Um, you get, when you have updates available, another thing is when you have updates available, when you get this notification here in your library, this little yellow dot, it lets you know that you have an update to one of your assets that's installed into one of your projects, but you don't know which one. So right now we have to scroll through until we find, you know, one that says update. Well, that's a bit of a pain. So what my program does is it tries to find those that have updates. So right now you can see that I do have one that is marked as update. I don't know which one it is, so let's see if my program can find it. When you do see the update, when you do see this update here, you need to go ahead and do a fresh download of your vault. Just click on the download button and it'll re-download it. I've already done it. That's why I have the updates available. But you'll need to do this when you see that dot. And then when that finishes, in a minute, in a few seconds here, um, it'll let you know you have the updates available. You can scroll over to the updates available column, and I just sort by it until I get the ones that have a checkbox in it. Anything that has a check should have an updates available. So now we go over here and we see that it's Ultra Dynamic Sky. I can prove that that is the case by going here and going to my library and choosing Ultra Dynamic Sky. And there I have my update. An easy way to update it was when you do have an asset with an update, just click on the image. When you click on the image, this will actually open it in Unreal Launcher. Again, this program doesn't download your assets, just the data, the metadata. So click on this. It'll open up the marketplace. Go to Ultra Dynamic Sky, and you'll see that it says update. So you can go ahead and update it. All right. And you can refresh the grid. Actually, I think you need to close it down and open it back up. Just to, not everything's exactly working perfectly, but that should clear it out. Yep, see there. Now we don't have any more updates. There are some bugs in this. It's figuring out the update function of how Unreal, or excuse me, Epic Games Launchers determines what's products or update was a little difficult. Right now, the way I do it is I compare this string here, downloaded from the web, the build version. That's supposed to be whatever the latest version is that's available from Epic's game. And I compare that with what you have in your Unreal Vault cache. So if you go to your Unreal Vault cache location, it may be different. It's probably going to be different than mine as I've changed my location. Go to Unreal Vault cache and Unreal Vault cache there. And you see here's all the stuff that I have installed. What my program does is basically it looks through all these folders. It grabs this file called manifest. Inside this manifest, there's a tag in there that's the same as this. So I look and say, does this build version match the build version in the manifest? If it doesn't, then I consider it there to be an update. Sometimes you'll get a false positive of there being updates when there's not. Um, and the easiest way I found to try to correct this is that, so let's say this is showing this update in Unreal Vault Organizer. Okay, it's whatever it is, it shows it has an update, but it doesn't really have an update. Just delete the cache and re-download this, and that should get rid of the false update. So that's pretty much it. So again, we can organize by tags. We get notifications when we have updates. Whenever you add a new product, a new asset to your uh, library, whenever you purchase a new product or add something else to your library, you will want to download your vault again. And that'll refresh it and download it. Another feature besides the tags is the comments. You can add any comments you want to your assets. So, um, if that helps you organize and sort, you can add a comment whenever you. It'll save the comment even when you download the vault again. It'll still keep this comment here. So now you can sort. Now you can search by comments. If there's something that you want, you can search by the comment information that you've left. These two fields don't really excuse me, these two fields, build version and last modified date, again, that I'm just using for myself internally, basically to determine if they're updates. Compatible version, that again will help you uh, filter, for example, if you only want assets for, geez, I didn't scroll over far enough. If you only want assets for a particular version of an engine, so 5.1, then now you have assets, all assets that are only compatible with Unreal 5.1. Remember to clear this filter or else it'll limit your grid. So, or again, you can just reload. I believe that I've gone over everything. Let's see. As far as what this is for and how to use it. um, and I organize mine into various different categories, favorites, all sorts of things. You can do whatever way you want, multiple tags as you want, filter as many tags, combinations of tags as you want. Okay, so that's it. Now, as far as setup, when you first download this, and I would recommend, I'll put the link in the description, I'd recommend downloading the installable one, installer, the setup.exe versus the portable. There is a portable version, but the installer, the setup.exe version will notify you when I release new updates. It'll just say, hey, there's an update, restart the program, and then you'll automatically get updates so you don't have to worry about missing anything that may come down out in the future. So when you first install it and launch it, this grid will be blank. This will be blank. You won't have any data in it at all. You'll need to go over to settings. Now, your account number is going to be blank as well, and the Unreal Launcher token is going to be blank as well. Actually, everything's going to be blank. So you'll need to fill out, but these two you don't need to worry about. You don't need to fill out this. This is going to be grabbed from the program automatically. You do need to make sure your path to the Unreal Vault cache location is correct. You can find your Unreal Vault cache location if you open your Epic Launcher, go to Settings, and go to Edit Vault Cache Location. And you can change this if you want. Just make sure that these are the same in both the launcher and the Unreal Vault Organizer. So, so this is basically how it's going to come. You'll enter this. Now, you need to get an authentication token anytime you want to download new data. The authentication token and account will be grabbed automatically for you by clicking this button. But the first thing you need to do is install SSL certificates. So when you download and install this program and launch it, go to Settings and click on Install Sniffer SSL certificates. Wait a little bit, you'll have a window that'll pop up. It'll do its thing and disappear. This is a one-time thing. You only need to do this once. Next, every time you need to refresh your token, you need to close down your launcher. This is just unfortunately how it works. So you don't need to sign out, just exit your launcher. Okay. So once you exit your launcher, choose Get Token. You wait a little bit, a window will pop up. Wait until you see the word flows. Okay. Once you see that, go ahead and open your Epic Game Launcher again. And you can just minimize it. This window will disappear when it grabs the information needed. See, it disappeared, and now this information, the launcher token is filled out, and the account number is filled out. So now I know I'm good. It's automatically saved it, so you don't need to save it. Now I can go to Vault and hit Download. And now, once you do that, you'll get your Vault information. You can start adding tags and organizing your Vault. Um, Now, what happens is that this token will expire. Just close this down and open it back up. This is a problem with the sniffer, but it doesn't harm your Epic Games Launcher. Just open it up and it'll come back. No problem. So after a certain amount of time, this token will expire. So when it does, you'll get a notification. So let's go ahead and I can forcibly make it expire by exiting my launcher. Okay, and then opening up my launcher again, that'll force the launcher to get a new token. Where to go? Okay. So now Epic Games Launcher's got a new token. So this token now is no longer valid. So if I go here and hit download Vault, oh, maybe it is still valid. Well, it usually gets a new token. Let's try to see if I can force it. Maybe I can't force it right now to do it. Let's try it one more time. See if I can force the Epic Launcher to give me a new token. Let's Oh, anyway, it usually gives you a new token when you close it down and open it back up. Obviously not always, or it will time out eventually. Try this again. Oh, apparently token's still still valid. Well, what happens when it is not valid? You'll get a little red arrow message saying, "Please check your token," and that means you need to do the process of getting a new token again. So when you get an error message here, it says token invalid. Just go to your settings. Again, close down your Epic Launcher, click on the Get Token, wait for the um, the screen to pop up with flows, and then launch your Epic Game Launcher again. And this time it'll grab you a new token. Okay, so now it refreshed your token in the Unreal Vault, and then the download should work again. So anytime you get a warning that you need a new token, just go through that process. Remember, you have to close the Epic launches first before you before you click on the get before you click on Get Token, and then open it back up. I think that covers everything. Let's see, I have gone over so. All this information here is grabbed automatically for you. You need to fill out the Vault Cache location. I've shown you where that is. You need to install the Sniffer SSL certificates once, and then every time the token times out, when you click on Download Vault, it'll let you know, and you need to go through the process of getting a new token, and then you can download your Vault. Anytime you add new items to your Vault location, you'll want to download a new Vault. Other than that, it stays the same, and you're good to go. Um, One other thing, if you do encounter any errors, just go to View, toggle Developer Tools, go to Consoles. This error right here is not an error in the application. It's just saying it can't find a particular image for one of my assets that I have. But you may see other error information. So if you do have some kind of error, please again go to View, toggle Developer Tools, click here, go to Console, and then see what that error information is, and then on Discord channel, just paste that error information is and let me know what's going on. That'll help you fix whatever problem is happening. Thank you. Thank you.